Good guys. Welcome back to the welcome to the first podcast of All In times ITL. Today we have a very great cast here to start the podcast off for the season. So let's go around and introduce ourselves. I'll start. Y'all know me, Fruity D, the straightest, most non-sussest guy in the game. I got me one ring. That's all I need. I'm satisfied. But to my right, I got.
I'm Messi Capri. Every season I play, I get an All-American, running back of the year, defensive player of the year. Only two linebackers got defensive player of the year, and I'm BOD Media. And
Bro.
All right.
go, bro.
Drippin'
You
J.
sitting there looking pretty, bro.
All right, type shit, you know what I'm saying?
Welcome back to
Y'all already know who I am. I don't gotta say.
to the first podcast.
Yeah, type shit. I don't gotta say too much.
Today we have a very great cast here to start the podcast off for the season.
Oh yeah.
So
Sorry about that. Yeah.
I'll start.
You already know who I am. Drippin' J. Two rings on my name. Probably yeah. Y'all can't beat me. Anyways, yeah, type shit. I'm really glad to be on this podcast today in this wonderful afternoon in the beautiful blue skies. Looking up in the sky, see stars. It's beautiful too. I like the sunset. It looks beautiful too. And yeah, type shit. All right.
Sure. All right, champ.
Yo, it's Missionary Champ, aka Mr. Streak Ender. Oh, shut up, bro. Oh, who got the stream open? All right, anyways, it's Missionary Champ, aka Mr. Streak Ender. And yeah, that's pretty much it, bro.
And lastly, our special guest, we got Basics.
What I'm Basics. I just throw a rock. That's all.
All right, perfect. You have a ring on your belt, don't you, Basics?
I got two.
There. But so first, to start off the podcast with this all-star cast, I just got to start, and I just want to ask, with this new head coach signing, because all of us here have rings. That's what I'm hearing right now. You feel me? Ring check. But with this new head coach, will this guy be able to bring a ring? Because he has no rings, as I look at his rank.
Messi.
I feel like Cam can compete, especially with HSFL that dude made. He's commissioner and he's been building his clout up in that league, so he's gonna bring a whole bunch of HSFL warriors and NCFA warriors to this league. And some people like Locksat and Unlink are gonna snake Columbus and go to his team because that's boys. You're gonna see Aaron, you're gonna see Irv, you're gonna see Hades, and they all gonna go to his team. I feel like he can compete. He could maybe beat some teams. Depends how they do, depending on who's their quarterback.
I'm gonna keep it straight like this with Cam. I fuck with dude, but he's ass. He can't compete. Personally, in my opinion, his team is terrible. His team will not compete with the best teams in this league, and that's stamped. And I'm standing on that.
Okay, champ. Oh, you're selling already, champ? That's so
I'm back. All right, so I feel like Cam's gonna bring, you know what I'm saying, his HSFL squad, you know what I mean? It's gonna have a pretty good solid team, nice and coached. I feel like they're gonna have a lot of hype and a lot of social media posts. I feel like they'll be a pretty decent team with the hiring of Cam. You know what I'm saying? Looking at in the ring, win a ring. But I don't think they're gonna be able to compete with you know what I'm saying, the big dogs. But I feel like they're gonna be a playoff contender team.
I'm interested to see what you have to say because you will have to play them this season.
Did you say me?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Honestly, I don't know. I think it's way too early to tell because, like, I think at least I'm assuming we all know that head coach is vastly different from being a player. Like, I don't think you can be the worst player, but you can be a goated head coach because you just know how to recruit and how to play people. So it's like, I don't think that right now is the time to judge whether or not I think right now, all we can look at is recruiting. And I did hear from some Columbus, like what you were talking about, snaking us and stuff like that. Like, I'd have heard that he has been recruiting, and I mean, good on him. If he can get his team in and get him starting in the scrim as early as possible, I think that's going to be the most beneficial thing for him. But like I said, like, I just want to hit on that point again. Like, head coach, we do not know anything about. Like, at least I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me because I'm kind of ass at this league. Maybe you guys can tell me, has he head coach before?
Whoa. First off. Wait,
He's been a player. He was a player though.
I have not heard about the snaking. Who is snaked? Who is left? Name
Bro,
some
Well, we
names.
don't.
No
I
one's
don't
left,
know.
but
Hang on.
nobody's
I
snaking.
don't think
but
anybody
they're
is
playing.
left.
They
Yeah,
might
I
play
wouldn't even
for you.
snaking, but everybody's having like.
I wouldn't
Like-
even call them snakes though. I
Yeah.
think I shouldn't have used that term. Like if they want to leave and go to
Because
his
no one
team,
signed.
good on them.
Commissioner
But
Commissioner Sandro JV has entered the VC.
Oh,
Give him a
I
nice
just wanna say-
anyways,
one.
what I was saying was,
Mm.
what if they leave Columbus and go,
Oh.
that's good for them because they're like a friend group. I'm pretty sure somebody told me that at least. I
yeah.
forgot where I heard that they're a friend
UCF
group. You know, good for
reunion.
them. They're gonna have fun as friends playing on the same team, and that's good for them. But what I was trying to hit, my only point that I was trying to make is that we can't judge a head coach based on whether or not he's a good player. You know what I mean?
Right.
does that
No,
make
I
sense?
agree with you 100%.
Alright.
That's what I was going to say. All right, you hit it
I
on
mean-
the nail.
In the main chat, I saw Unlinked talking about he's the O-line captain for Columbus, but wants to try a new thing, though.
Yeah, that's
Alright,
true.
what's that?
That's true. But I just want to emphasize. Oh, he said that Unlinked said he maybe wants to try new things, which
And then Locke
obviously
said
there's
put an
no
up arrow.
signing.
Locke said put
There's
an
no
up arrow,
signing.
too. It's not really snaking,
Yeah.
but, there's might not be
it's not.
committed to
I
that
don't look at
team.
it as snaking. May I talk, please? I don't look at it as a snaking. I look at it more as because at the end of the day, they're not signed. They're just playing teams. Some players in this league might say they're going to your team. At the end of the day, they still have the other options. So I feel like it's more options, but you know what I'm saying? It's not more snaking. It's just a little more options that they
That's a
have.
great point.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I just want to say, I think, and I have two hot takes. I'm going to say both of them, and then I'm going to let y'all speak. My first hot take is that Cam's team might have one of the cleanest jerseys that will ever be brought into the league.
If y'all didn't notice, that's Splezron's team IRL. So.
Oh, for real?
didn't
I did not know
Yep.
that.
Yeah, if y'all didn't know that.
Second thing, I think he might be eventually a better head coach than Julio this season. Now, I can explain myself because we know Julio. We know he's a dot. He's clean. Whatever he does it efficiently. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks I've ever played for, and he's real good. However, he gets one loss, two loss. He won't stay consistent. He won't keep bringing players to the field. He won't keep scrimming. So I feel like in the long run, Cam will overcome Julio.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like we all agree on that. I don't really think that's a hot
Yeah.
take. I feel like that's kind of almost common sense. Julio's a good
We'll
hooper,
just-
It's simple. It's just Julio's a
we'll
better
just see
player
what
than a
Cam can
coach.
do during the season. Honestly, You gotta let
but the
future
jersey
show.
part, I don't agree. Maybe I don't.
Nah. I'm sorry. Well, they don't have the harder jerseys that I've seen. I feel like Columbus got, you know what I'm saying. But
I wanna
I
say
fuck with their jerseys.
Hey, as an
Yeah.
ex-Columbus head coach,
Stone Valley had some drip.
bro, their helmets were insane. But as an ex-Columbus head coach that did sell in the playoffs, at my Columbus fam, that's my bad. I should have let lock season do lock. But those jerseys were clean. Oh, them bitches.
Clean.
I mean, those jerseys were hard.
Yeah. But let's go to the next topic though. It's a
The
good
next topic, man.
Well, this kind of leads in with what the first question was, but how do we think about the overall competition of the league? Because every year, every single season, we always hear a poll or Zach will post a poll. It'll be like, we got comp. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? Who win most home games? All this. I want to hear what you guys have to think. Do we
Alright,
finally have comp?
I got a hot take. I got a hot take. This might be season 5 was the last season of competition in this league, in my opinion. But it's been competition, but no season since season 5 has been an actual real competition season.
Oh.
That's my hot take on that.
Season 3. Season 3
see
had
that-
everything was hooping.
No. I'm talking about the new scripts like directional catch and all that. Season 3, I get that. That's comp, but I'm talking about like more season like new scripts and stuff, or new just general like since directional catch was invited to this league.
Did you see the
talking
top 5 quarterbacks of season 5? Top 5 quarterbacks was Fire, Alt, Kratos, Sonder, Flavor, and somebody else. That's not. None of those dudes would ever be top 3. Julio, Champ, and Hunted weren't playing for real that season.
I take
That's
that.
that's a free award right there.
Like Messi, I can't argue about you with season 5. He wasn't there, so I leave it at that. But and since you've been here, season 7 was like the best comp season though.
We're getting off topic.
Nah, hold up.
Season 7 though. Go ahead, basics.
And I do want to say, for being a head coach season 3, should have won that season, actually. I wasn't that good. But for season 3, amazing comp. But I have to agree, season 5, based off what I saw, everyone had something to bring to the table. And with direction catching and with the new updates, it's so important. And it really separates the pack. Because you'll see the better teams are people who are actually trying to learn it. And then the worst teams are the people who complain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, so I feel
That's
like the teams. I feel like there's categories. You know what I mean? There's some
Yeah.
good teams, there's some mid teams, and there's some bad teams. You know what I'm saying? Like if I had to rank them, I'm probably not gonna do the rankings right now, but
Okay. I'm not gonna say
I just say
rankings,
that
but yeah, top three teams right now, in my opinion, no like rankings from 1 to 3. It's just my top three teams is San Francisco, Columbus, or Jaden's team, whatever Jaden's team is. Holy count. Those are the
good
top three
counsel,
teams in my opinion.
So
good
Just
counsel.
yeah,
it's
I
just
agree.
these teams. I
we
feel like
get
these
into
are
that.
just competitors in the league, like the best team. Like I'm not for any other team that's in. You know, what I'm saying I'm not sleeping on y'all teams, but like no offense to Iron Hawks team, but we all know Iron Hawks team is like a stat pad team game. It's not really like a team that I can see.
whoa.
Yes, that's a
You know what
stat
I'm saying?
pad
Yes,
game. That's a
Basics. I
good
heard
stat
Basics wants to
pad
say
game.
something.
Can I say
Let me hear
something?
Basics. Yeah, what
All
you
right.
gonna say?
All right, so just to recap what you guys were talking about, I think people misunderstand like when we talk about competition. Competition is not like a single thing like, oh, he has 1,000 yards this season or he has 2,000 yards passing this other season. We got to understand season 3 catching was so easy for your, and I used season 3 scripts at one point. Season 3 catching was so free, like anybody and their mother could catch with that ball or those scripts. Season 5, what Fruity was talking about, how it separated the pack, people who actually tried to learn the scripts, and they just added momentum. Keep in mind, so teams were forced to like either throw it up or develop whatever they could to get better. So as far as competition goes, you have to base it off of what's going on now and how everybody else is. Because like, let's be real, let's be real. Season 5, not everybody is able to play that well or as well as they're playing right now with those scripts. Let's be real. All right, so let's get that
Hold on,
straight away.
hold on,
No, no,
hold
no.
on.
Hold on. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet.
Uh,
Because if we're talking directional, we're talking broken momentum, we're talking all that. Not everybody that is doing good right now can do good back then, and not
Okay.
everybody from back then can do good now. It's the same thing.
Mm,
So my
that's
thing about
Yes,
interesting.
there you
my
go.
thing
There
about
you go. There you go. The
okay,
back then part to now, because I promise you, those top 3 quarterbacks of season 5 couldn't do
And
that
you're
season
right.
3,
You're
couldn't do
100%
that
guys,
right.
season 8,
all I'm saying,
only that season.
all I'm saying about competition is that every season, at least, okay, I'll be real. I haven't played a whole lot, but every season that I have played or that I kept up with this at least, there's always been maybe 2 or 3 teams that are just too much better than the rest of the pack, and then there's like the mid tier teams, and then there's stat pads. But the mid tier teams, there might be 1 or 2 at best,
Hmm.
and the rest is
Hmm.
just stat pad. Like I don't know about you guys, but I just as far as competition goes, I don't think that as far as how developed we are as a league is like allowing for us to because we keep making it way like all right, actually I won't get into that because that's just script talk, but I don't know. I think there might be 3, 4 good teams and that's it.
Yeah, but
Mm, mm.
I feel like that. But we also have to understand that they also go against other teams. You know what I mean? Like a team that we know that we can beat all the time can also have a good record because they play the other mid teams and beat them and the trash teams. They may not beat like that number 1 seed, but they can beat competition. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it really depends on that week if they really come to hoop because every team is beatable.
I
But there is those stat pad teams like Iron for sure. Like
I'm not
no,
gonna. Uh, oh my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I don't,
What
I
were you
don't think I don't think I don't think they'll get over 2 wins. There's only
All
seven
right.
games,
My thing
so
is, I'm not gonna call any specific team out. I'm just saying every season, you guys have probably seen it too. There's always just 1 or 2 teams that just can't win, and then there's like 1 or 2 teams that just can't lose. You know what I mean?
I have a
And
question.
Last season was Edna and Ironhawks team.
Nah, but I have a question though. I have a question though. Which team you think is gonna flop hard this season? Same thing like last
I haven't
season.
played all the teams. I'll be real. I
Yeah, he
haven't
doesn't
played
know.
all.
He doesn't.
I don't
Yeah.
even. I'll be real with
Ah,
you. I have no idea any other team other than Columbus, St. Francis, and whatever Jaden's team. And I seen Sunder JV, but I don't think his team
mm,
was that great. But that's just me.
yeah, it's just like last season made or day or matter day. I don't know, but they had Quasi at quarterback and they lost in preseason and they're supposed to be a top 3 team. And boom, bro, rage quit,
My bad,
and
All
that
Columbus.
team
right,
I thought
bro.
I
flopped.
was the team.
I think a team that'll fold. I don't know because I'm so glad Drippin's here because this is for Drippin because I actually don't know because I don't really keep up with like the drama of the league. I just like playing. I love the gameplay, which we'll get into later. Drippin, it always seems you guys have an amazing team, a stacked roster, and then somehow midseason everyone leaves and then all the same people join a different team. Why does that always happen?
I feel like that happened once though.
Yeah, I don't know
Nah,
about.
it happens.
Wait,
I've
what's
seen,
the question?
I feel like that happened once, only like last season. That like y'all team, y'all little group would, you
or I
know,
just mean in general because it happens every season that I've seen that a bunch of people from the same team will leave one
and
team
go
like
to
after a
another
loss or
season.
something, and then just
Hmm.
dip to a different team.
I mean,
It
yeah,
really, it really depends on
it
the
really
head coach.
happens. Yeah, it really happens on like that the head coach because like this league used to be based around friend groups. Now it's really not. It's like only like a few friend group teams, and I don't really feel like a friend group team would do something like that unless it's something like a team like who's a team right now that I say that probably would do that. It's like oh yeah, like lower team like Sandra JB's team or Irons team. Those low teams that really don't win like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people will leave off like you know what I'm saying. I hope you know what I mean. Yeah. I just don't think people will leave if it's not like if they're winning. I don't think why if they lose one game, I don't think anybody's gonna leave their team. I just feel like
Eh,
it depends on your
it
coach
happened
and
a lot
whoever's
last
owning your
season
team.
though.
Yeah,
It happened a lot last
and
season, like with
It's because
Hunted
of the
moving
morale
with
and
Trick
how.
and Humble and Hunted, and then y'all, and then Kratos moving to Westlake, and then
yeah.
people going to STA and Westlake, and then people going to it
I
just
mean,
a lot of
honestly,
moving
that
last
really
season.
divided the comp. I mean, I kind of like that because
I did,
it was
yeah,
new for a lot of people. A lot of divided comp. Not everybody was stuck on one team. It was a lot of like competition towards
yeah,
the end of the season. I really fuck with that. That was nice. Playoffs is very fun. Playoffs through Nat, everything was just fun. Like that season 8 was actually a good season. Even though I lost, it was an actual good season. Congrats to
yeah.
LaSalle for winning that Natty, but yeah, that was a good
I'd
season.
like to add something, or not add. I'd like to actually switch gears a little bit, just a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
unless anyone else has something else to say.
Nah.
No,
Nah, you good, bro.
I want to go to a part of the league that is so looked over, but literally makes the team. And I want to go to O lineman, and I want to know which team do you think has the best O lineman, and how is the gameplay for O lineman changing?
Good luck.
okay,
I'll go first with this.
go first.
Honestly, like I said, I don't know who has the best O line yet because, like I said, nobody's signed, so I don't know who has the best
Right,
O line. But I give it. Look, D line wise, I'm gonna give it to Good Counsel. They have a good D line in some. Yeah, yeah. Do they have a decent D line? I just feel like half a D line is not clean sometimes. Not saying they exploit, but Niall was. I heard Niall was using downloading games in the Natty, like shit like that.
mm,
But like I said, you're innocent to proven guilty. So right now, I give Good Counsel like the best D line, but. I have to give it to my boys at Columbus and San Francisco. They're good too. So that's my like top three right now. Not in order, just my top three right now.
All right, so I'll go next. All right, so I'm not. So yeah, I have to agree with Jay for the D line. I feel like Good Counsel has a pretty good D line, even though they have a lot of reach. They still, you know, what I'm saying they get the job done. They get some nice pressure. Online, I'd probably have to go with Columbus because for me, scrimming them personally, I seen a bunch of good lanes for basics. You know what I'm saying? He get into the line of scrimmage consistently. And that's all. That's really all you want out of O line. So I had to give it to Columbus. Not gonna lie.
all right.
Mm.
I'd give it to Columbus also. At for O line and D line, the good counsel, but I feel like not. I know I'm on St. Francis and I'm a millionaire, but St. Francis is up there. But I feel like Columbus is just that number one at that O line, especially like being at linebacker, watching basics have 40 seconds to throw the ball, 4 plays in a row during scrims, and looking
Mm.
at good counsel D lineman, I can't block him. He's walking through me, and then he teleports to the quarterback, and they call it clean. And there's nothing you can do about it. You know what I mean? He's innocent until proven guilty. So I feel like good counsel has the best D line.
Can I say something?
Personally, I've never scrimmed them yet, but the way that O linemen, and I don't want to say that O linemen build together, and like stay together as a pack, but I feel like the teams with the best O linemen every year is because the same O linemen come back. That I don't know. I just see that.
Yeah, I feel like it's a hype thing. I feel like
Yeah.
some old linemen, like I've seen old linemen go to another team not because they want to carry it, but they want to go because they can get carried. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Old linemen look to get carried. They look to get free rings, and you got people in the chat coming at you when they're getting carried by the skill players around them, and they barely hitting A blocks, and they get a free old line of the year because they got clout. Then they got the clout going to their heads, and now they think they top tier when they got the PT that anybody else could have got.
I also see. Sorry to cut you off there, but I also see a lot of O linemen because everyone just hates the O line. Like if you know, unless it's like not your team, but if you're scrimming with the team, you know, you're pretty much going to sign to because obviously signing's not open. But if you're playing for your team and you have the O line, especially coming from like drip, you're not going to want to do it. So I feel like recruiting, the best play to start recruiting, because wide receivers come and go, catches are dropped, even by the biggest names. But if you want to make a good team, you start with the O line. That's my opinion.
Yeah, of course.
Basics.
All right, so I think you guys all talked about a lot of like best O line, best D line. I think the other question you had is like, how is it changing? And at least to my
Yes.
understanding, especially with like the bumping and all that, I feel like O line has to be a lot more aware and obviously we don't call it a skill position just because of football terms, but like now that bumping is like a thing, you can't just jump over your O lineman or you can't run into O line, and O line have to be aware of that, so they can't like collapse backwards while blocking as often as they could before. I don't know. I think it's making it a little bit more skillful for that. But I also something I think I heard, I forgot who said it. Somebody like just generalized O lineman saying like ring riding, something like that. And I don't know about all that. And my thing is that O lineman or D lineman, I wouldn't, I don't know if I would categorize every single O lineman or D lineman in a certain way. I just think that it just kind of depends, and it also depends on the quarterback and how well they move in the pocket with what they're given. Because you can be a bad O line, but if you hit X and somebody runs into your X, you're gonna get blocked usually if you're not exploiting or something like that. So my thing is that if
I was
you're
about to
a
say that.
good quarterback and you make the D line run into the O line, and that makes the O line look good, does that mean the O line's good, or does that mean your pocket presence is good? So like
Mm.
my thing is that I don't know if I can isolate what we're looking at with O line just based off of how good somebody presses X and moves around a little bit, because I think there's a little bit more depth to O line and D line that we don't talk about.
Yeah. Like I said, they go so unnoticed. But
But hold on. This is the feedback on what Basics was saying. Um, I mean, when there's some D line who would get blocked, but they don't get stunned. You know what I mean? And then they'll go straight through, and they'll probably reach tackle or hit stick your quarterback, and injure him in the game, and they call it clean. So sometimes some D line are kind of a little broken,
Uh,
which hopefully gets a little fixed. And then when it comes to bumping, they changed the bump this season. Like last season was horrible, and that what caused phase, and that's what caused people to look like they're lagging, and then
Yeah.
the pile and people's. It looks like you're teleporting away from who you just hit. It looks stupid.
Mhm.
Makes you look like you're lagging. And
Just
now with the new one, you just slow down. And that's where defenders are able to hit stick you instead of you teleporting from where you were just standing by getting knocked back by hitting your alignment,
yeah.
which is really good.
Yeah, since we're in the development category right now, we might as well switch topics to development. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
We're here.
I agree. I was just gonna
Uh,
do that.
yeah. So
Vegeta,
like, yeah. Go ahead.
Cheetah, man.
Vegeta, my
Honestly, okay,
boy.
chat,
Mm.
chat. Yeah, chat. How do y'all feel about the scripts right now? Because I have thoughts about it and opinions. Yeah, I have. Yeah. Honestly, bro, I'm gonna say what's wrong with these scripts now. I've been saying this for seasons, and PBU needs to be nerfed. I'm gonna explain why it needs to be nerfed. There is no way that a quarterback throws a beautiful dime and gets PBU by the legs because of a hitbox. I feel like PBU needs to be more time based instead of more hitbox based. That's what I feel about PBU. Hashes, I don't think hashes should be widened either. It makes defense too easy. It makes running backs, you know what I'm saying? See, the hashes season 7 was beautiful. Stam does honestly, Stam needs a better region. The region is fucking terrible with the Stam. There's no way I should be running fucking 40 yards and having like 0. I, the Stam region is just terrible. And another thing, and catching, my opinion, catching is fine. There's nothing wrong with catching. I feel like you just gotta learn it. That's all. But that's my opinions about the scripts. So
I
if
got
anybody
something to
else,
say about the script.
yeah,
The stamina is horrible. See, last season stamina when we ran, I think 7-on-7 on the old scripts, it felt so good running with it. I feel like 40 to 45 yards is a little realistic, but then it comes back too slow. Then you might as well just either further the distance of the stamina or quicker
move the
the
region
regen.
higher. Yep.
I feel like the
Mhm.
PBU isn't too bad. I feel like the
Okay.
tuck is a problem. I feel like you
Yeah,
can't
okay,
tuck for
and
real.
that's another thing. I'm sorry to cut you off, Messi. Tuck. They said there's no tuck delay this season. I went to the field literally yesterday, practicing and tuck delay still there. It's either they buff tuck or they nerf PBU, and I feel like they should nerf PBU, just make it more
Oh,
time based. Time
I
based
feel
would
like
just make scripts much easier. Just make like, bro. I feel so bad. I watch games, not even only my team. I
that
watch
was a
other people
good.
play. Julio, say if Julio or Jaden or Tyler would throw a dime, and if DB's beat, they'll get saved by a PBU, and that shouldn't be happening at all. Like
That
it'd be
was
four
that
or
was
five
good.
yard separation. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about the PBU. It just should be nerfed a little bit or make it more
I feel like
time
the
based.
time base sounds good. That's the same way where tackles are. You know, you get more power
Yeah,
from tackle whenever you time it better. You know what I mean?
like
So PBU should be time
yeah,
based, but at the same time, tuck is just like it's bad.
it's just
Like
bad. It's
that's
terrible.
bad.
You
That's
have you have no time to react to tuck. When you catch the ball, it's like they teleport to your body and your
instant,
PBU.
instant. It's
It's
instant.
no reaction. You can't react to it. You can't do none of that. And that just something has to be nerfed, either PBU or tuck. Make that shit like, because I played other leagues like NCFA, XCAA, them leagues. You tuck is instant. You feel me? You get to NCFA, you tuck. It feels like it's kind of like it sometimes doesn't work. Sometimes it works. It just, you know what I'm saying. It just bad. Like, so that's something
Mm.
development got to do. Vegeta, someone like send this message to Vegeta, but yeah,
I'm
I
pretty
don't think
sure.
PBU. Mm.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think Vegeta is currently enrolled, like enlisted. Like
Yeah, this is
he
spring
always
break, I think.
he
He went to
yeah,
boot camp. I think he went to the military just for college. You give the whole buck
Yeah,
because back when I was commissioned
he
in
still
Season
has to
3,
serve because
he
the
told me
military
he
is
was
paying
in.
for his college.
Yeah, for sure. But like he's in his base right now. I think.
yeah.
He's
Oh, I got you.
the stadiums are like 5 out of 8 right now. Like 5 stadiums are done. 2 of them are being completed tonight in the morning. And then Vegeta's finishing the last one, and then the GY is being finished tonight. So transactions should be opening soon, and the season should be starting soon. Even though it was a long,
Ca-
like
ca-
this is way too long
Yeah.
of an off season. But
Capri.
Yo,
I need a response to. Oh, go ahead, basic. Sorry about that.
if there's certain stadiums are done, could why can't we just upload those for now?
That's what we
hey,
used to do.
hey
That's
man, it's because I feel like they're trying to get the I feel like they're trying to get the GUI done because we played like a whole season with home and
We had
away,
no
which is
GUIs.
which
Yeah,
is
that's just
which is that's
terrible.
so poor. That's so
Poor. It's
poor. And
terrible.
the menu is
It's
horrible.
horrible.
That's even more poor. It's covering my entire screen to put
Look,
on a
I
helmet.
got someone
But
sent
like
something in the
my
chat.
thing is,
Go
Wait,
ahead.
wait, wait. I haven't spoken yet, bro. God
Go
bless.
ahead, champ. Go ahead,
All
champ.
right, so I feel like I feel like the stam runs out way too quick. I tested at the field. You go 35. You can go 35 yards max. No, not even 35. You go like
40.
34, and then
hmm
you run out of stam. I wouldn't say the regen is bad. Regen, which is a
It's terrible.
regeneration isn't that bad. Like
It's
it builds up. It doesn't build up that slow, but it runs out too quick, which
It
is
runs
okay.
out too
Okay.
quick for it
Okay.
to
Champ.
go that slow though.
Champ. Look. I don't look. Season 7 stand was cool, but realistically, nobody's running like about 80 yards for me. This stand makes it more a little skill based, but I kind of like this stand. I don't like it fully. I kind of like it. I don't think it should have been changed at all, but I just feel like it needs a better regen. Like, there's no way. Like, bro, you waste your stamina drive, you're done the whole drive. You literally have to stand still so you can get. Or he can make it where you move, you gain stam, but you have to stand completely still to gain stam. That makes no sense to me.
oh, I see
You
what
know
you're
what I'm
saying.
saying?
Okay.
Yeah,
And also, yeah, they do have to fix the guy. We played a whole season with just home and away teams. We had no teams in the guy. Also, I feel like they need to work on the Natty Stadium as soon as they get finished with these stadiums because every season
every
there's
season.
always a problem with the Natty
Every
Stadiums
season,
not
bro.
being ready. There's always a delay with the Natty, and it should be starting on time like a regular game. Also with the PBU, I feel like it's not. It's definitely should be nerfed, but I don't feel like it should be nerfed like that much. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
definitely
for sure.
OD. It's definitely OD, but it's not that OD to where the point. You know what I'm saying? You gotta like. I feel like because obviously PBU isn't 100%, but it's feeling like 100%.
It's
But
feeling like
I feel like it's not really the PB's broken. I feel like the tuck delay is really the issue because
yeah,
Yeah,
people. Because
I
I'm not
feel
gonna
like
lie,
Tug got nerfed.
in any other league, I'm tucking the ball, and it's like boom, tuck. You know, anybody,
Right.
it's instant. Like you feel like you once you press that button, it's instant. But bro, in this league, it's automatically you just got PB. You don't even get a chance to tuck. And
Sometimes
that's
you do tuck. Sometimes you do tuck, and you're running
and it
around a little
just
bit, and you get hit with some fat ass hit stick. laying on your back.
Yeah,
I
But
got a
so
few more topics. A few more
Mhm.
topics I want to
One
get
last
to.
thing. One last
So I'm
thing.
gonna
One
cut
last
this one
thing.
a little.
One
All
last
right.
thing. One last thing. The helmets are tough. Like they
They're
like
so
Dexter,
ugly,
whatever.
bro.
I
Them
ain't seen
helmets are
helmets yet
tough.
in game.
Like
So
he has a
You
whole
talking
bunch
about
of face
new?
masks, new face masks, new helmets. They're tough. They're
all
tough.
right, we'll wait till we see
However,
that. Just add them. Yes.
Hand warmers,
Champ.
I
hand
feel like
warmers,
I
all
feel
that.
like we should add the new
Yeah, the
helmets while
accessories.
the
Add that
practice
shit. If
fields
you're
are
not gonna
up.
The
if you're not gonna add the
accessories, they're
fields,
tough.
add the
They're
accessories,
tough.
my niggas.
New
I know that shit
visors,
done.
tough.
Yeah, you got
They
to
been got
satisfy
that
the
done.
people just a little
But
bit.
they needed to
Yeah.
get the GY. They needed the GY to be able
We've
to
gone
finish.
3 weeks. It's been a 3 week off season or 2 week or 3 week off season right now, and it probably been more,
No, I think
probably a
it's
month
3.
off
It's about to
season.
be 3
Yeah,
on Sunday. It's about to be
yeah, it's
3 on
probably
Sunday.
3 weeks, bro, and there's nothing been added except for practice fields and new scripts. We need new shit. Like, you feel me? I needed like my helmets or something because it's helmets in the game already. Like all that shit is done. Feel me? The accessories is done. Just add that shit. You know what I'm saying? Give people
Yeah,
what they want. Stadiums can wait. I don't give a fuck about stadium. I remove that bitch anyway. So just add it to accessories. You know
exactly,
what I'm
bro.
All right, next topic is we talked about development. We talked about this, that, the other. I just want to talk about as a whole. Where do you think the league is?
Let me go first.
Like, I ain't even finished. Hold on. Where do you think the league is with being a main league? Because you see,
saying? Okay.
there's people who get on this
Let me go
game.
first. Let me go first.
You
All
got
right,
it. You got it.
champ, let me go first on this one, and yeah, 'cause I had a lot to say about this shit. Personally, with this league, I feel like we go up and we come back down. We go
Mm,
up and we come back down.
mm,
It's like season 3 was like the point where we were almost a main league. To season 4 here, everybody just said, "Fuck this shit. This league is ass now. Directional catches in the league. We're done." Then season 5 was ass. Season 7 was the come up where everybody was fucking with this shit again. We got Richmond back, Northmont back, Columbus. Everybody was looked at season. Perfect season. Season 8 was a good season. Then season 9 is questionable now. Like it's like and we have a lot of new niggas in this league, like TikTok niggas, and nothing has been done with the
Mm-hmm.
TikTok niggas. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Eddie Fake could have came out with a public game, like a got next type of game where everybody just plays, have fun. You know what I'm saying? Could we have fire scripts? Don't get it wrong. We have fire scripts. We blew up because of the scripts. We blew up because of TikTok and the scripts. I just feel like we need a game where people can just play. New people can play, learn the game, and boom, the shit will be like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel
I
like
agree.
people join the league and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like,
All right,
there's no,
champ.
you know what I'm saying?
All right, so like he said, back in season 2, season 3, this league was they actually did a poll and not a poll. They did a document OFL with the top 10 leagues in Roblox, and we were actually number 6. And this was like season 2, I think, or season 3, which was be pretty good. 'Cause we only had 1,000 members. We was getting a little bit of love from OFL. We got a lot of love from HSFL niggas, and then there's the niggas who's already in HSFA, which was pretty good. Everybody was good with the scripts, blah blah blah. Season 3, I think we had one. I think we ended off the season with 2K. We had ATAT, which was the OFL commissioner. I think he was a commissioner for our league, or at least I know he's a high rank, which is good because then he's bringing OFL heads. And I don't mean to bring up OFL that much, but when you got to think about it, when there's a league that's popping like the most popping league with 20 plus K members with niggas just active, you got to get some recruitment from those big leagues too, just to make your league a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be hitting these smaller leagues and you getting a little bit of more members. You get more members from hitting them bigger leagues. And OFL is still now the biggest league in road football. So us just getting that recruitment from OFL niggas was just the meta. Like we were getting hella heads. Not even just from OFL, from other leagues too, but OFL was the main source we were trying to get, and we was getting there. Then season 4 hit, niggas didn't want to, you know what I'm saying, practice with the scripts. The scripts were a little bit too hard. Even for the niggas who were practicing with it, it's still was a little bit too hard. So now I feel like as a main league, I'd say, because you got to think about it. This is the most realistic league in roll football right now. So it's the only thing is, a lot of niggas don't really know about the league now. Like ever since it died back down in season 4, it's never got that hype again from connections from other, like every, like OFL again, OCFA, like what's another big league? What's called ACFL, all those leagues like that. It's not getting no love from it anymore. So I feel like once it hits those leagues again, then they'll be back to a nice little main league, getting more members.
mm. So
Interesting take.
let me hop on this. So season 3, we had that transition from season 2 to season 3, hopping into 11v11. Low key thought the league was gonna die, but we thugged it out and it was a great season. We realized 11v11 is possible. But then we hop into season 4, the catching changed, and a lot of people quit the league and did not want to come back because all they think is, oh, the catching sucks. Oh, the catching is too hard. Oh, because I'm not gonna lie, quarantine ended and we're all back to school for real, and you got football season coming in. Nobody's trying to sweat the script right now. Like we low key busy. Summer workouts is kicking. Like ain't nobody had time to sweat a little bit. But I feel like right now as a main league,
Can I say something?
This man just cut off.
I think so.
All right,
like,
basics, take it
oh, my
away.
mic went on mute. Hold on, hold on. My mic went on
All
mute.
right.
But what's it called? You know, the league can go to a main league if development like turns up. All the stuff that we have in development updates is pretty tough. But Vegeta need to step up and get a little bit more active so we can get a 3-week off season into a good season. People like Kira need to actually help. I tried to ask this man to help make a hype video. This bro charged me $60. Like he's
U.S.
not a
dollars.
yes, like he's not a co-commissioner. Bro making a whole Fortnite video, but bro talking about some like, come on, bro. But I feel like we could become a main league, but there's some stuff that we do that kind of sell. We have 5,000 people in the cord, but we don't get that much reactions that we deserve, or a lot of people who are in the chat who need help. I feel like we should make a tutorial video, which I was gonna try to do in the media, but it's not that simple when we don't have subsistent stuff. You know what I mean? Like we don't have a GUI for me to show them how to get their helmets. Like we have that trash GUI, but I don't even know if that's gonna be there. Like how am I supposed to show them remove stadium off some? You know, like there's some stuff that we have to do. You know?
Look, I got something about
100%.
Corzano too. Look, Corzano is a skilled developer. Whatever he does, honestly, what he does takes skill, and I don't think anybody's doing it like him. When he constantly does it for free, then he's just not gonna want to do it no more. So
Yeah.
JB kind of slaved him a little bit, made him do all that shit for free, all the high trailers for free, never paid him a dime.
hmm
You know what I'm saying?
hmm
So I see why he's mad. I see why he doesn't want to do shit
Bro,
for this league.
I
You feel me?
agree. I
Like
agree.
how do you expect someone to sit here and render all that shit and then you don't pay him a single dime for that shit and
But
expect him not?
fam,
You know what I'm saying?
60 USD though?
And it's worth
People
it.
out here getting paid Robux.
Okay,
60
okay, 60,
USD
60
though?
USD is nothing, Messi. That shit is, you know what I mean?
I don't feel like spending 60 USD for something that doesn't benefit me. That's gonna be on the league. $60 ain't a lot. But I'm not about to pay 60 for a league. I might get fired BOD the next week. That's a waste of money. You your
60
whole
USD.
co-commissioner
Well,
though.
60 USD is
On
not nothing.
Roblox
Nah, I
though,
lied.
bro.
It's not nothing,
On
but you feel
Roblox
me?
though. A
Yeah,
Roblox
I
hype
know.
video
60,
for the
60
league that he's
Robux,
met.
60, yeah,
All
60 is
right, all right,
OD.
relax,
It's
relax,
OD.
relax, relax, relax. He is
Come
gifted,
on, bro.
and
Yeah,
gifted
he's
Bro,
people
gifted.
need their money.
I
It's
agree.
a.
I agree. He's like that, but bro,
Everyone knows. Everyone
I
knows.
can't I can't
It
get no
sums up just the truth.
co-commissioner. I can't get no co-commissioner
Wait, wait,
discount like
wait,
he a
wait,
whole
wait, wait, wait,
co-commissioner.
wait. I hate to cut y'all off, but basically didn't speak yet, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Anyways,
Like,
what I was gonna say is, first off, let me preface it with this. If you're like super obsessed over what's a main league, what's not a main league, side league, calling people side leaguers or main leaguers, whatever, you're weird. Cause this is Roblox, bro. What the heck?
You're
Now that we
weird.
got that, now that we got that figured
yeah,
out. As far as what I would, and I hate calling things main leagues or side league because all that toxic stuff and people with egos and stuff like that get all on that, talking about, oh, I'm an OFL, you're just an NHF, whatever that is. I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is that if I look at leagues that if people, the vast majority of people enjoy the league and they're talking in chat or whatever, they're getting beef, whatever, I don't really care. Whatever it is, as long as there's interest in the league and it's like not dying, I don't see any issue with that. My thing is that I feel like the whole concept of main league, side league is just like a big ego thing. Especially
yeah,
like obviously, yeah, you can give credit to a league for having a lot of people, bro. Like, yeah, OFL has 20,000 people, but at the end of the day, I don't find OFL fun, so I'm not gonna play it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, I find NHSFA fun. I find playing with my friends fun, but like all that sort of stuff. So I think the whole concept is just like just whole ego boosting. Like, oh, I'm an OFL, I got a VB. Like, I do not care. Like, where is that going on your resume? You know what I mean? Also about the 60 USD, um, that I'll be real with you, bro. Like the way I'm looking at it is that if you are at like a developer, if you're at a developer level, like I understand you want to make money, do your own thing. But if you are developing for a league or you're a commissioner in a league, you're a co-commissioner, whatever you are, exactly, I don't care what your title is. if you are a staff in the league, I feel like you should want to contribute to the league to help it grow and make it better. And then when you start capitalizing on like your skill,
Yeah.
obviously he is a gifted guy. I don't think anybody here is arguing against that. I think we all agree he's gifted.
Yeah.
I don't think that charging for being a staff member
Okay.
on the league. And
Yeah.
obviously, I understand. Like, yeah, I don't think he should be slaved away. He should earn some compensation, and that's something that Sonder JB should work out with him. I completely agree. But you can't just go around saying like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm the co-commissioner here. That's my title. But at the end of the day, like, I'm making money off of you guys.
Nah, he
Right.
don't care about the league.
And like I said, yeah, Corzano has told JB that he doesn't give a fuck about this league. Yet JB still has him ranked as co-commissioner.
Ranked as co-commissioner.
Yeah, so
I don't know
like
how.
basics. I would 100% agree with you with that. But Corzano said he doesn't want to be a commissioner for this league no more. He said he doesn't care about this league no more. He's an NCFA'er, but you know what I'm saying, I guess.
Yup.
And
And
JB still has him as co-commissioner. So
the
I
only
mean,
reason why he helped in the Natty is because he was playing in the Natty. If he
he was
wasn't
playing
playing
in
in
it.
it, we would have had no help to get a spawn on the field or scoreboard on the field, a barrier of walls on the field, admin fix on the field. Like he wouldn't have help with none of that if homeboy didn't even.
Yeah.
But the only thing that he's really doing right now, I think, is the game. And
The
the
game
game is
is not
cool and all,
it's
but
not for
if the
it's,
league
it's
is
not.
dead, if the
No,
league is
it's
dead,
the
bro.
game is not for NHFA at all. It's just straight for his game, for his profit.
Oh wow.
Hold up,
It's not-
bro.
yeah.
Let's
Oh
actually
wow.
wait. I'm sorry to cut you guys off. I really am sorry. And
Yeah,
this
go ahead.
obviously isn't the topic, but let's talk about this really quick. Let's talk about staff, bro. Okay, I understand like yeah, there's a new system or whatever with commissioner,
Mhm.
co-commissioner. I don't really care. I'm not trying to make a play to get commissioner or something. Like I don't care about my rank right now. I'm saying
Mhm.
what is going on with like executive board with directors and stuff like that? Because like my thing is that so at least for when I was proposing Department of
Mhm.
Justice and stuff like that,
Mhm.
the idea wasn't to just suspend as many people as we possibly can because that's just not fun. And like,
Mhm.
yeah, I understand people need to get punished for certain things, but like when we're suspending everybody for doing jaywalking, you're suspended. Like, come on, bro. Like,
So
Mhm.
and then that's not just a hit on Department of Justice. And obviously, I think they're working very hard, they're doing whatever. But like, don't you guys think like we just need better, like more organization and improvement in staff?
All right. Let me.
want to. No, I
I'm gonna
gotta
keep
add
it a
in
whole
something. I
buck.
gotta add in. I gotta
I'm
add
gonna
in
keep.
something, bro.
I'm gonna keep it a whole buck. All
I
right, go for it. Go for it.
I Fruity D Jamar. Y'all know me. Some of y'all maybe know me as Jamar. I put in an EB board because I'm back active now. I got a new laptop. Like I put it in 3 different times for 3 different positions. Never heard him back once. Never heard back once.
Yeah, I try to apply
It's
So
something
hold
that
on.
didn't work out, bro. Yeah, go
Let me
ahead,
say
Messi. Go
something.
ahead.
Let
I
me
want to
say
hear you. I
something real
want to hear
quick.
you.
I'm gonna keep it a whole buck, bro. I'll give my props to JB. He tried his hardest with his staff. Like there's only so many people you can hire, and there's only so many people that's active enough to do their job and actually want to benefit. Like there's many people that's gonna talk, but are they actually gonna be able to contribute? And if you look at the staff position channel, it's up to the BOD to hire who they want in their EB group. And then Undame did good with refing with how many refs he had. He tried, getting some refs, but that's not something he can control. And he did his job trying to get as many refs as many people who want to ref. Media department, I'm doing media right now. We're kind of slow. I got this podcast going, but we can't really do too much if the season ain't moving. Like the league ain't got nothing juicy to be talking about every day. Stats is gonna be up to Splez. He said he has his auto rolling thingy, this auto stats thingy that is gonna be easy to get some accurate stats. The stat department has been lacking every single season since like Zayt AA. So we're just stats is decent, and then we got this new department called community staff. Faye's been doing cool. Faye's doing cool. He's doing his little role.
I,
Little moderating,
you
a
gotta
little
give Iron. You gotta give Iron a
little
shout out too.
some. Iron with
Iron
the
had a
7-on-7,
beautiful 77.
and then the league affairs, which is prod. I feel like the community core, whatever thingy, is really good. He got some scripts
Look,
in the game that catch people exploiting, which is really
look,
good, and a
and
macro
I have one
detector.
thing about the DOJ. Look, this is not no fucking bro. This community, it's not how they're making it like for instance. I'm sorry for any very sensitive to this, but like if somebody says hard R in chat, why y'all got suspend my nigga? That's some like real shit. That's some bitch ass nigga shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like,
Hold
bro,
on.
it's
Terms
hard
of
R, my
service,
nigga.
bro.
Hold
Terms of
on,
service.
hold on,
We're on
hold on.
YouTube. We're on YouTube.
I'm gonna keep it a whole buck though.
You said
I'm
what?
gonna keep
You
it.
said
I'm
what?
gonna keep
Basics?
it a whole buck.
We're on YouTube. Chill out, bro.
Oh, my fault.
Uh,
TOS, bro. TOS.
Go ahead, Messi.
Back to what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I'm not done messy. But
My
there's
bad.
so much stuff that okay, I get it. Like from you're doing your job, and that's perfect. Like basically said, that's you're doing your job. That's your job. But bro, niggas police chat like this shit is like, bro,
bro.
like some FBU server, FF server,
But
like, bro.
still, but still though,
It is
like
the same. It is the same people
rules.
talking. Look, it is the same people talking every day. It's nobody new. It's the same people talking every
I
day.
feel you. I
Why
feel
is
you.
everybody? Look, like I'm sorry, I'm just it just pisses me off when I talk about this because bro, it's people not even only my VLT people. It's hella people getting suspended off some bullshit. Like say somebody misclick something or post like a little gift that has a little. The other day I was gonna get suspended because I posted somebody getting his ankles broken, a broken ankle. Like you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that is just like,
But that thing was
dude.
dangling, bro.
Look, I'm gonna put what I put in chat. Y'all don't suspend me for
Oh,
this, but this is what I put in chat, bro.
nah, but that's not
I was
gore.
gonna get
That's not
suspended for
gore.
that.
That's
I was
not.
gonna get
Oh my
suspended for that.
gosh. Oh my gosh, bro.
Oh my.
Oh,
I was gonna get suspended
oh
for
my
that.
gosh.
So shit like that is like,
Oh
bro,
my
come on, y'all gotta
gosh.
do all that. Like, if somebody's in chat spamming hard art, then suspend them.
Hold
You
up,
But
can
hold up.
look,
mute somebody
no,
before
but look,
suspending
but
somebody.
look. I
You know
feel
what I'm
like
saying?
it goes. If you check the rules, it's supposed to go mute, mute, mute. Like you're supposed to get your warning of mute plus. I feel like there's many ways that you can try and say the hard R. If you say
True.
the direct word hard R, I think the Dinobot removes it. But there's
Exactly.
many ways that people be trolling and be trying to, shift it up with different words. I feel like everybody knows what type of ways you could combo it. Like you just update the Dinobot to, censor those words. Like see right there, like they just need to censor the Niger. Like,
Yeah,
that's
like,
something like that.
or if
But
somebody says that, just mute them.
I don't feel like it's a 2 week suspension. We only
I'm
got
saying
7 games.
like,
There's only
bro,
7 games. You getting two
like
weeks off? Like, come on,
Messi,
bro.
Messi,
That's OD.
Zach got suspended for a whole season because he got muted on his main Discord and went to the second Discord and started typing. He got muted. He got suspended for a whole season. That like, come on, it's Roblox football, bro. We're all just trying to have fun, bro. You
I
suspending
feel like
niggas
it
Yo,
for
just
next
be
topic. Next topic. Next
you know what I'm
wait,
topic.
saying?
bro. Wait, bro. I feel like it'd be OD. But
All right,
continue to
last thing, Messi, say it. Last thing.
we ain't talk about the staff though for real. I thought I was
Bro,
talking about
because y'all
staff.
wasting time on whatever this is, bro.
All right, go ahead. Just go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, all right. Do you think with everything that's going on, the long off season, this, that, all this going on, do you think that NHSFA will grow in the future? And if so,
Can I
what's
talk first?
one thing, only one thing? Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, business.
Okay, so going off of how the scripts are looking, the scripts are way more crisp. There's no flinging, there's no nothing. So I feel like once they fix up the GUI, my bad, the GUI, and once they fix up the GUI and fix the PBU and fix the stem, then this league will be, you know what I'm saying, back amazing. It
I
would be
don't.
amazing. The best, probably the best scripts.
I don't think so. Look, I'm gonna say why I don't think so. We had season 7 was personally the best scripts. Nothing really changed like that. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like if we want to take a step further in the league, we need a public game or a game where people can practice and play and gain more people than we already have. And yeah, that's how I see it.
Can I be real, bro?
Mm,
Uh, you have to know somebody in the league to get good at it. So how are we supposed to get new people in if they
exactly.
don't know?
My point.
Bro, like I shouldn't have to beg somebody to come to a field to mod me so I can throw a rock. Come on,
Exactly. As a head coach, I find that so okay. My bad. I
yeah,
didn't mean to cut you off. Basics.
nah, you're good.
I have to get Quasi to come. There's sometimes when I just want to throw around and catch around by myself. No offense to Quasi, love Quasi, but he could be toxic and he rage quits scrims way too fast sometimes. Sometimes I just want
Facts.
to host a scrim
Kid, man.
by myself, or sometimes I just want to throw the ball with a couple players, or I want to actually host some O line and train some O line from people outside the league, and I have to bring someone to mod me. As a head
Exactly.
coach, that should not be a thing.
And the person
Yeah,
you
no.
bring is gonna want to play with you now because
Yeah,
you feel me?
exactly.
And it's just
I
like annoying.
I'm not
hold
gonna
up.
lie.
Sometimes
Let me keep going actually off of what Fruity's saying because that's oh my gosh, bro. Like we should not have to be begging staff to come, mod us. And that's what I was talking earlier about stadiums. Like if it's done, just let us please
And
have
the
a
worst
stadium.
part,
Even
yeah,
if
the
even
worst.
if the scripts aren't or the GUI isn't perfect, like please give me something that I don't have to beg somebody to come mod me for. But what my thing is, what I was trying to get at is that I don't think the league is structured in a way that we can grow.
It's
Like
not.
Well, what
It's a
do you
season
mean like
9, bro.
development wise or
I
Look,
mean
staff
everything.
wise?
I mean
look,
everything.
look.
I
It is
feel like
season
it's
9.
mostly just development because
Messi,
what's the
Messi.
thing
So
called? The
Messi,
Trello.
hold up,
The
Jay. Hold up.
Trello's messed up. The
Go ahead,
Trello's
business.
something
I'm
that's
sorry.
on
So
Vegeta.
Messi, I'm completely I think you I completely on your side. I don't think the scripts are at a point where we can say we're gonna grow, but I also think that with like how many issues we always have with I don't know with certain certain
I'm not
staff
gonna lie,
thing.
like, but
I don't think
basics.
like, bro.
Some of this
Hold
stuff
on.
be out of reach, like something that you can't. That's a Vegeta thing. That's
Okay, no,
all
wait.
Vegeta.
No. I agree. I completely agree. But what I'm saying is,
Give me an
that
example.
okay. So for example, when I'm looking in chat, right? It's the same people
Mhm,
talking, whatever, and then suddenly somebody else talks, and bam, there's another suspension for her or something like that.
mhm,
How can we grow if we're just banning everybody every 2 seconds for 2 weeks for all that? And we already talked about that, and I know you also agreed with me, so it's not like we're arguing right now.
mhm,
But my point is, we are not at a point where we are going to grow as a league because of how third world we are as far as
mhm.
road football leagues go. Because okay, let's be real. When was the last time you heard of OFL commissioner getting dethroned or something? I mean, that happened like every season since season 4. I mean, it's been JB, but you
It
know what I
happened
mean?
to
Like,
me, cuz.
that's what I'm
I
saying.
also I got
How many
one
times
more
have you heard? How
example.
many times have you heard staff in like OFL getting and obviously I keep saying OFL, and I know I mentioned it before, but they're just a developed league. They have been doing the same thing, and it's been working because everybody likes that league. How many people do you think we like hired, fire in every season? If we're changing
That's
so much
true.
stuff every season, why are people not gonna get like, oh, I got good at this point, but like now this is happening, so I'm just gonna dip and go to this other league? Like, bro,
I got
they have
another
an
example
OCFA
after basics.
and they have a development league to go into OFL. We don't have anybody developing anybody unless you're by the good graces of God that you know somebody. Like the only reason I'll be so 100% with you. The only reason I ever came to this league was because it posted Nike. You brought me to a server once, and I started throwing the ball. I'll be so
Mm-hmm.
real. That's the only reason. And
Mm-hmm.
then Fruity gave me the resources and the opportunity to become a quarterback, like a backup under him. And then I learned a little bit, played a little scrims,
Yeah,
started developing,
basics
all
was
that.
better than I ever was, and that's only because Nike invited him in. Because I didn't even know basics. So imagine if basics never joined the league,
But there's a
right?
lot of people like that.
But,
There's a lot of people like
but what I'm
that.
saying is
Exactly. But
Messi.
we could fix that.
Yeah, we could.
That so many other people who could have been way better. Like there's so many better
But
keyboard warriors
basics.
than me,
But
bro. No,
basics.
but Messi, hold
That's
on, really quick,
that's
really quick.
something Vegeta, because he wasn't sharing the scripts
Okay,
until
but
this quote
I had
game.
okay, real quick, Messi. I have
The
something that can
Trello,
actually
Vegeta.
I have something that isn't Vegeta based though. We
What?
complain about how we have to
What?
bring staff in, right? By the way, hey Chris, we gotta
No, we don't
complain
have
how we gotta
we don't
bring
have problem.
people
No,
in.
we don't have a problem with staff right now.
No,
Staff
not
is
like
cooling.
nothing like that. Let me finish.
Uh-huh.
Staff only has admin, right? Well, okay.
Yeah.
Everyone, Sonder has DM'd me that he
Uh-huh.
told me, he said, multiple people, we're only limiting down to adding 5 new staff, right? 5 new staff.
Uh-huh.
What would more staff hurt the league? How would more staff hurt the league?
So at least all right, there's things called AA. Too many people got too much power, too many people get too comfortable and they don't care and they'll
Okay.
AA.
Yep.
'Cause you
They
don't
think
hire
it's
the right
sweet.
people, bro.
Exactly, but we don't need no more people at this point. Like maybe community staff or red department, but there's a lot of departments right now that there's not really positions that, like, if you go look at staff positions, I'm cooling at media. I'm cooling stats is cooling. I don't know how FaZe is doing. He got lock season. And he had some help with that 7-on-7 tournament. I don't know if he's cooling. Prod seems to be cooling because he has Univar and Cameron. Undame may need some refs. But like, yeah, like, I just feel like there's only like, who are you trying to say there is to hire? Like, what hiring that, like, the hirings won't do too much, man.
Bro, look, Messi.
All I'm saying,
You go to war.
The
You
hiring
just want
will
to have the
only go
most
too
men
far.
possible.
I know,
But
Jay, but like, it would only go so far.
no.
Why can't some people be a ref without being a ref EB?
I'm
Why
saying
can't some people be media without being a media?
my only thing about this whole conversation, I'm not on the board where we need to hire everybody, but I am on the side that quality over quantity, bro.
It's quality. Yep.
And my thing is that if you're on board, if you're a board of directors, you're chairman, you're
Yeah.
whatever director you are, co-commissioner, commissioner, you by being complacent and letting everything die down because you know what's wrong. You know what's
Oh,
wrong.
there's people like that. Kira,
You know
Quasi
what's
was
wrong,
one of
and
them.
you have the ability and the power
Yep.
to do something about it. And you guys like, I'm no disrespect, no disrespect. You guys are
Yeah.
doing exactly what you can. I understand Vegeta has not been on.
Yeah.
I'm on your side with that. Why is it that you guys have the power? Like, propose it to Sonder JB that these things need to change, and maybe, just maybe, they'll
And
change.
no, we have.
Okay, let me
JB
tell you. Let me
knows.
tell you.
Maybe got
Let me
maybe
tell.
got
Let me
common
tell. Let me
sense.
tell. Let me tell. Let me tell. Okay, so JB, he has common sense, but he also, I wouldn't say he sides with Vegeta, but he sides with Vegeta, and he's a very stubborn person. So a lot of things we ask him for, and he also had these little attitudes because he works a lot. So a lot of things we ask him for, when he does see it, he doesn't even think about it. He just says no because he's very stubborn, and sometimes he'll think about it like about a Vegeta from a Vegeta perspective, and it's reasonable. But then sometimes it's just a stubbornness, the stubbornness in JB, and he just you know what I'm saying he doesn't want to do things. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not like we're not trying. Like we
But
try, it just
but you
doesn't work.
No,
but you have to look.
I'm completely on your side with that. I'm 100% on your side.
Let me
Like,
let me let
if
me
it,
give you an
if you're
example. Let me give you an example real
okay,
quick.
yeah, yeah.
Let me give you some examples. Matter of fact, when it comes to people who are head coaches, some head coaches were hired last season and they didn't get admin for the entire season. For the entire season, that's Vegeta because the Trello.
Why
Stadiums
does
being
why
late,
does
that's
everything have to be
Vegeta
based? Hold on. Why
because
does everything have
Vegeta.
to be based on the script? Why don't you just go in the scripts and put the people in? Saturn JB has access to scripts. Plus has access to scripts.
The
That's what we get.
Trello. I
But
mean, oh yeah, that's true.
you
That
don't
is
need
true.
a
No, but
Trello. You don't
it's
need
connected to the group. Connected to the group.
Okay, but still, you don't know because Splits literally added us to the scripts and we had admin because of that. That's the only reason we had admin. You can easily just add names to the scripts and boom, they have admin. Why does it have to
I'm
be
gonna tell you.
based
But
I'm
on
gonna tell you
that
all
Vegeta or
that's
about
not
Trello?
that's not my only thing right now. That's not my only thing. I
But then,
also want to.
but then a game. Vegeta didn't want to share scripts. He was being a little greedy. But then when he finally does, you got Kira making a game for profit and there's archetypes in it and all that. That's not really gonna help people get better at NHSFA when that's not NHSFA.
Bro, it's not an
Okay,
NHV game.
okay, wait,
Quizano said,
hold up,
It's
Jay,
not
hold up,
even
Jay.
an NHSFA
Really
game.
quick, really quick. So Messi, I don't, I mean, absolutely no disrespect when I say this. Do you remember season 4 when Michael was like, was he like commissioner or overseer or something,
He
and
was
you were
overseer. Yeah,
overseer and
I
you
was
were
commissioner.
commissioner, right?
Yeah.
And everybody and their mother was saying that it was impossible to get you
Hmm.
out of commissioner, even though some people on board, like, I wanted you out. I'll be real.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. That's
that's
fine.
not disrespectful to you as a person, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I was
So
AFK. I was
yeah,
inactive.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And I'm glad that we can like talk about this like maturely. But what I'm saying is that you can't play victim when you have the power to do something about it. You know what I mean? Like I
But
can't like
There's,
bro,
I'm not
I
gonna
know,
like
I know how to develop. All you have to do is just get the rank
bro,
that's in the
but
Discord, get
but
the
who do you
number
think
to it.
they did? Fruity D, we have that, but Vegeta has to update it.
So you're telling me no one else can develop any other field on
Only
any other field?
Splash has access to development, but Vegeta don't be like he be a little stingy with his stuff. The Natty Stadium, who's supposed to make it? Vegeta said he was gonna do it. He's late with it, and there was some stuff missing on it. That's Vegeta.
and then I
People
think
who are new head coaches, Sonder would ask Vegeta, and Vegeta would give him the no. So when we would ask Sonder a question he probably already asked Vegeta, he's gonna say no because he already knows what Vegeta's not gonna do.
I think you guys need to give him an outline and a timeline of exactly what you as board voted on and what you want, and then give that to
Yeah,
him and have him
there's
do it.
so much. There's too much, but then
And
you can't do it.
I don't want
Uh,
to disrespect staff because I know you guys are doing as much as you possibly can. I understand Vegeta isn't here all the time, whatever it is.
mhm.
But I think that if you guys literally sat down with each other, like the board sat down with
No,
each
we
other,
all agree. We all mutually agree with stuff. It's just
exactly,
when it
then
goes to Sonder, we have our staff meetings. We have these staff meetings at like 11
All right,
o'clock
all right, all
every
right.
every
Hold
night.
on. We got like two more topics, and then I want to talk to basics. So I'm gonna cut this one short. But that was definitely an important thing that we need to get to next show or next
yeah.
podcast. All right, this is one of the important ones, and this was actually recommended by a fan. Fruity D Mafia. But so many people and new people, like what Drippin say, the TikTok people who came into the league, they ask for a trial for the coach and get no response or get blocked by the coach because the coach already knows who they want and they're not really building new people outside of the league. How could we fix that? Because
oh,
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've gotten some messages from people and I'm just like, bro,
oh,
we're kind of full. You
can
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Can't lie.
I
Okay,
start with that?
okay, you can. I'll go second.
All right, thank you.
I'll go third.
We have a culture here in NHSFA where we recruit people from other leagues or we recruit our friends and stuff, the people we know who we want, and then we just send them out and let them do what we want. And then when other people come in and join the league on their own accord, they can't get in because they don't know somebody. Everybody, I think, as far as I know, nobody argued against this. What um, we find the people we have and we keep them. And then when new people come in, we don't care because they're not cool with us. You have to know somebody to get in. It's a closed door and you need a lock. And and it's locked. Somebody has a key for it, but you're not getting a key because you don't know the guy. You know what I mean? So,
Mm.
so,
I
and
agree.
I understand that, yeah, sometimes there are exceptions. There are exceptions some places, but vast majority of people here came because they had somebody they know. And
But there's two
uh,
things we could do though. There's two
No,
things.
wait. I'm
As
speaking
far as
second.
what we
No,
can do,
no.
as far as what we can do, I think either implement not necessarily JV, but implement some sort of development
Yeah.
league, or
Yeah.
incentivize head coaches to start developing players.
Yeah.
In some sort of way.
Yeah. Champ, go.
Okay. So first of all, okay, so let's think about like another league. I'm just use OFL again, okay? So in OFL, when you DM a coach, does he respond yes or no? They barely
Big
respond.
name,
Why?
yes, but
Yeah,
barely.
maybe big name, of course, but it's either friends or people that know that's good in the league. If you're not good and you're not a good draft pick or something like that, or you're not known or something like that, you're not getting picked. You gotta show some skill or something, right? So
Correct.
it's like a uh, like 'cause everybody here how can I say it? We didn't get good off the scripts by asking some nigga to join our team and they didn't respond. What happened was everybody practiced the scripts, we got good, and then we started being like main niggas.
No,
So
hold on. But how are you going to be able to practice the scripts if you have no chance to practice the scripts besides scrims? And when you do bad in the scrims, head coaches take you off.
the thing is, you gotta get a name for yourself. That's what
Bro,
I'm saying.
exactly. But here's the problem. I feel like it just comes to a point where the only time a person's supposed to show out is in the scrim, and every head coach wants to win. And you're not gonna win with those
But
scrubs.
Messi, you gotta think about it. Okay. So
So then, what you gotta do is
listen,
you have to have no. But let me finish. You have to have something so there's no excuse for them to being that trash though. AKA maybe either boom, make a not a game but a practice field with some scripts because Vegeta is supposed to be a good scripter. No way he can't script some a QB animation like HCBB got a batting cage. Why can't we make something real quick? You can practice your catching a little bit, practice your blocking, a little ball machine, a little some to get
let
a
me say
casual
something.
that anybody can join, not even being in a group that anybody can play to get better. So when they get put in a scrim, they don't look like a casual. Because when you get put in a scrim, you don't know how to block, you don't know how to do this and that, and there's some stuff you don't know.
Missy. Like it was said, there's always teams that are not that good, right? So you
Yes,
like John. Okay, let's say season
but there's
6.
only so much
Grayson,
people that can
let me
pick
talk.
up.
You cut me off. Grayson, we picked up a bunch of randoms, right? Even Quando, he was mid. Josh, he was mid at the time.
But they're not random.
They get a chance. They get a chance on a sorry team. They turn up. You build a name for yourself. You don't ask some niggas who just went on Natty to get on their team and you're not known at all. You go to teams that aren't that good, that need players, and you show off. You get better with the scripts with that team, and you ask the coach to,
Champ,
help you out, and
but
then you
champ,
get better. You don't hit up some good teams
I feel you.
and expect to get recruited.
We have 5,000 members in a quarter. We only have 8 head coaches. That's a problem.
Big
No.
problem.
I
That's a
agree
problem.
with the number of teams because when
you
we had
know-
10,
And they
Sorry.
can't be handled. We can't handle 10 because there's not enough competent head coaches. Because they don't. Because as we had friend groups. Whenever a head coach loses his entire friend group and goes to another team, that demotivates that head coach from being because they have no other players to pick up. When you have a variety of player selection, there's no excuse for that head coach not to want a head coach because he can always pick up some new members. But when we're stuck with that same group of people every single time, it becomes like a low selection of competition because the other person doesn't know or doesn't have as much experience as another person. They're not going to get picked up when they suck. Like they suck and they got nothing to do. They get better.
Hey, so
Make a little side game. You got a little backup for them. They get better at it, and then when they do go in the scrim, they better do good. And their excuse can't have no excuse that they have nothing to get modded at the field. No, none of that.
so
all right,
I
have a proposition. Oh, my bad, Devin.
No,
What's
you
up?
good. So I just been listening. One thing I would say was an idea just to have people because I recently got into the just road football in general, and I started with this
Let me
league.
tell you what I heard. I recently got into.
You might could have known.
Oh, all right, hold on. There we go. So I recently just got into road football about like a few months ago, right? And I actually started with this league. And one thing for me was number one, getting like actually verified. That was a little bit difficult. But then when I got into here, it was a little bit harder to understand how it was to actually get into a team and stuff like that. So I think
You're talking
something.
about this league specifically?
Yeah, just this one, right?
Okay.
So coming in, I was like, man, I don't know where to go. And I just had real life football experience. So I was like, man, I'll just, coach a little bit and something like that, I was like, I'm not going to be no head coach or nothing like that. I don't even know what to do. But I was like, I can make a few plays. So I went to sideline coaching. And one thing I would think would be good is like some type of camp or something, like an official camp, having people just come in and do whatever, they go to O line, D line, whatever, and then you go from there. And then again with that practice field idea that you guys had, and come in and do that type of stuff. Have a practice field. Hold on, am my mic cutting in and out?
Yeah,
It was a little bit.
We understood.
Wait, can I say that? Can I say something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say something after.
open camps for their teams or like position and run like practices, whatever, for the head coach. And you have to incentivize them to do that in some way. But every head coach does it. And so that way anybody and their mother can get noticed.
But look, one thing that you can easily make. We need to drop a YouTube video, a tutorial or something. Keep it a whole buck. Because I promise you, there's a lot of people who join the court, who type in the chat, they keep asking questions that 10,000 people before them ask, and there's not people answering it. Because they don't have. We need to either make a channel that specifically describes where to go.
Season 4, when Messi Jordan, when we had that first catch, and Messi had made a whole video on how to pick up the ball. Like, personally, I didn't know how to pick up the ball, so Messi made that video. Like, pick up a ball, how to catch, all that stuff. I was like, okay.
Vegeta, I'm going to keep it a whole buck. Vegeta had RNF added for a fat minute. I didn't know what it was until he taught me one morning when it was, the little thing. No one knows that type of stuff. You got to explain that to the league.
Also, look, camp part. Corazano had hella camps. Like, we had a lot of camps season 5, season 6. It just always goes back down to because I don't know. It just.
All right, like I'm gonna run a camp. I'm gonna make a camp.
Hold on. Really quick. Let's talk about that. Because there were camps before, but let's be real, bro. The catching was way too different from how it used to be from any other league before. I don't know. I don't think I've ever played on Roblox football with a catching script that was that complex ever.
Yeah.
And I think that if you're new to Row football and you're trying to get into NHSFA, that script was just impossible for you to learn, even if you go to every camp. Because you're not practicing it on your own time. You're only practicing for the hour that you get to go there.
Yeah.
No. Let's talk about this actually. You are going there and you're getting maybe 5 catches or reps because there are 30 other people there that are doing the exact same thing as you in a long line. And it's all ran by one dude or 2 dudes or 3, whatever it is. And you're all sitting there for 10 years and you spend a whole hour. Yeah, you could say you put in work. Oh, I went to the field and grinded for an hour. Like, you're a nerd, bro. You went there and did 5 catches and that's it. So how are we supposed to expect people to get better if we're not actually giving them quality instruction? And I think it just comes down to incentivizing to develop.
Exactly. I think you do need to mix that in. Mix that in with just the camp in general.
I got a solution. What? I used to develop when I first, bro. I've been on Roblox since 2011, bro. I've seen leagues come and die. I've seen leagues stay forever, like OFL, bro. What they do is, and I highly suggest we do that, but I know it's a big if because of Vegeta. And you got 2 solutions. One, if Vegeta ever does fix the Trello, or if Splez could actually fix the Trello, because it's not difficult, I could actually teach Splez. What you can do is there is a admin rank that's below mod, so you can't kick people, and you can't do all that, but you could teleport. And we need to give people away, and 3 solutions actually. We need to give away people can host 3s, because the amount of people that'll come to me and ask for admin to host 3s, just like random fans host like 3s, but I don't have admin. I have to like give them to a staff. We need to
just make a 3s game. Yeah. Just make
like
a 3s game. Keep it a whole buck.
Cause like, bro,
Bacon knows how to make games. Bacon's made a whole automated game. Like
Splez literally had the game made, and JB. I don't know if JB didn't win the game, but they instead was trying to do the Corazano game.
Oh, I'm gonna keep it a whole buck. Sometimes it don't be JB. It really be Vegeta.
It's Vegeta. Yep.
It's Vegeta.
Trust
like
me,
JB can only do so much. He doesn't even know how to.
You remember this? Basic season 5. Oh god.
Bro, I here's my thing. Whenever okay, and I'm not gonna say like, oh, when I was commissioner, whenever I talked to Vegeta, he never seemed like he was this hard-headed guy as everybody describes.
He's
I
not
could have
really
a
hard headed.
normal,
He's cool
I could
people.
have a normal conversation with him, and
Yeah,
talk about what I'm seeing, and I can understand his viewpoint, what he's seeing, and we can come to a
yeah,
solution together. Like
yeah.
I think a lot of people, especially, all right, this is getting into like just social media stuff and online stuff. But
Hmm.
I don't think a lot of people on Discord, maybe whatever, maybe it's just this league, but probably Roblox in general, have the ability to synthesize an argument without being a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like you can't just start attacking somebody and expect them to believe your viewpoint. You know what I mean? So you
Yeah.
have to actually be able to synthesize a complete sentence and and transfer what you're thinking to them, because I think at the end of the day, everybody has the same goal. We all want the league to grow better. We all want to do better ourselves. We want to be the best, whatever. Everybody has that same goal, but it just gets so like lost in the fog when we're not communicating properly. And I think it just comes down to
Mm-hmm.
how good you are as a staff member and how good
Mm-hmm.
your speaking is. And not that I'm trying to discriminate between people, but you got to have some lexile score, to be able to do
Mm-hmm.
that. So, and I'm not saying anybody is this or that. I'm not calling out anybody specifically,
But
but if we want change, we need to be able to explain why we need it and understand other viewpoints. You know what I mean?
basics. Season 3, Vegeta was cool
Wait,
people.
I hate
Every
to cut you off, but
no, hold on, hold on.
I
Let me
just want to
finish.
say that I'm leaving because I had a scrum.
All right, bet.
And what
But
league?
Vegeta's cool people. Like I agree with that. Vegeta's cool people. But there was moments where what he says goes, no matter what, because he is CEO. Agreed. But then it's not that he is saying no to some of the stuff like the Trello or the stadiums. He doesn't have time now that life hit him 360 in the military, all that. He doesn't have time to do it. So the responsibility is his responsibility, but he's not able to hold out his responsibilities because his time schedule doesn't allow him to do it. It's not like he's willingly saying no in Snapchat, no this, no that. This man won't respond back because he's busy, or he's only responding to Sonder because he gets so many DMs, or we're so out of the loop because he's the only one that can do it. You know what I mean? Like it's his responsibility sometimes on some stuff that we can't do.
I think we can delegate those Like I think he'll understand if we want to delegate those responsibilities.
Yeah, we tried with Splaz, with Cura, and Cura already lost his school, and you don't really want to do stuff. People try to blame JB for Splaz not being able to do some stuff, but it's just like Vegeta has to say yes for Splash to start making stuff. And now Vegeta realized that the stadiums were going a little too slow. And now Prod knows how to make stadiums. He's really good. He's a really good dad. Prod knows how to make stadiums. JB can help make stadiums. Jackson knows how to make helmets. And Splash knows how to make stadiums. And now all of a sudden, 2 weeks into off season is when we're gonna start working as a team to get the league moving instead of a one man show Vegeta. Vegeta's reasonable. He's understandable. It's just he doesn't have enough time. Like,
I have an idea. Well, not an
be
idea, a question,
responsible.
Messi.
Mm-hmm.
What would happen? Two questions actually. If
Mm-hmm.
either one, we add a new department where it's the sole purpose is just to help things get more active, either run camps or just run
I
like
hope you know. I
threes.
hope you know. I hope you know that is a department, and he's doing trash at his job, which is phase
Who is?
community staff. What do you think
Bro, do
that's
you not
for?
understand how many times I submitted an application for communities? Bro, that's not the
That's
point.
a
Look,
that's a free BOD.
two. Second thing, bro, bro. TikTok, I don't think we understood how much audience we got adding TikTok and stuff like that. Bro, we have to. I know it probably still goes back to Vegeta, but there's got to be a way that we could just involve more people, bro. As soon as we do
And
that, we blow.
you
I
gotta
swear we
ask
do.
Vegeta to develop a game or something because Bacon knows how to make games.
Splaz can
Bacon's
develop it. Let
Splaz know
JB
how to
give.
make games,
Yeah,
but
let
they need a
JB give Splaz
chance
a go.
to.
Let
It's
JB give
bro,
Splaz the
don't
go.
blame JB. JB has the common sense to say yes,
No,
but
no, no,
JB can't say
bro.
yes if Vegeta doesn't track with
The
it.
game was getting developed, but then Corzano's game came in the picture, so that shit just went to. So
All right,
it,
then. All right, look, I'm
What
gonna
if
say
it's
we
this.
could
up to
get
JB.
Splits to update the
Nah,
admin? What if we
I'm
could
gonna
get
say
Splits
this.
to
I'm
upgrade
gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. As a BOD, being a part of this podcast, BOD Media, I'm a request to Sonder that we make a staff meeting, and every single idea that we just talked about
Mm,
after the every
and
single
I
thing
have
that we just talked about, and I even go back to the podcast if I
yeah.
forget something. I'm gonna bring
And
it up to JB, and the next podcast we have or sometime in the chat, I'll tell you what he says.
I feel like Vegeta should be our next guest on this podcast.
Oh yes, Oh yeah,
Make that happen.
next
Let's make
Friday.
that happen.
Got you. As a matter of fact,
And
not
look,
even next
okay.
Friday. I might not even wait till then. Heck no. You on spring break.
Look,
You gonna catch
Messi. And I got one thing. The Trello, fuck that shit. Tell JB he has scripts. Tell him to add people. You can literally go to the stadium.
Yeah, I heard that. I
and
heard
add
that. I heard
people.
that. I got
So,
you.
so
I got
yeah, fuck the Trello because Trello's it always breaks. It breaks every season. Just go into scripts, put the people in that needs to be put in, and boom, you have admin. Beautiful.
Bro. I could do that. You don't understand. I could do that.
All right, yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
yeah, let's wrap this up. You know what I'm saying? It was a good,
All right,
it was
bro.
a good talk.
It was a good podcast. I appreciate y'all know, coming to listen. If you watching on the YouTube, bro, drop a little like, subscribe. You do you. You know what I'm saying? You know, I appreciate everyone who stayed into the actual, VC for as long. You know what I'm saying? Now it means a lot because we are trying to start this up. Maybe this could bring some more people into the league, or just get some more ideas out there from the audience that don't normally get heard. So that's the whole point of this. I guess we signing off. First off, last thing, basics, bro. You know what I'm saying? Back in the league. How you feeling, bro? How you feeling?
Oh man, I'm feeling pretty good. I don't know. I like the scripture
bro,
now.
smiling
for
right
now,
now.
but
You can hear him cheesing, bro.
He's cheesing, bro.
But how do you feel about these scripts? Not like the script quality, but how are you playing with them?
I've just been getting used to it. I mean, I haven't played Roblox. I haven't played video games. I haven't been on social media for a year. So like, I'm still getting used to like playing with a keyboard and mouse. You know what I mean? So I think it's a little too soon to say whether or not I'm gonna do good or I'm washed or I'm bad, whatever. Because you gotta understand, like I haven't played for a year, so like cut me some slack.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm not here to be like, oh, basically you trash, you wash. That's not me. I'm always building people up. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. Yeah.
So
I love you,
I played against you. Appreciate you, bro. You feel me? I played basics in the scrim, and not gonna lie, way back earlier in the podcast when we said the hash is too big, I agree because they would. Yeah. I don't know. My defense is not suitable for that Columbus route tree, and we need to go back and short hash.
Honestly,
bro, the play be going 40 seconds long, bro. Doing 20
oh
goal
God, like
combos.
Messi,
oh
please
my
talk,
god.
please talk him about put the hashes back to how it was, please.
I feel like there should be an in between. I'm gonna get a whole buck as a running back, bro. I hate it.
I know, and that's what we talked
because
about.
the O
I
line,
see why you wanted that back.
they were touching each other. They were touching each other. D line was able to sink a quarterback in 2 seconds because they're playing.
Messi. Now D's are playing on fucking slots. Like that shit is so.
I feel like they need a. I feel like it's like
hey, that's something for next podcast, bro. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Hey, appreciate y'all coming though. Appreciate y'all coming. All in. We out.